Hey guys, this is Jimmy from Primer's Best. It's a beautiful afternoon here in East Tennessee, kind of warm. But you know what? I'll take that over cold weather anytime, anytime. And it's not raining. Praise the Lord, it's not raining. I had to turn down my little radio there, plays oldies but goodies. You remember, y'all, if you're an older person, hang on a second. Well, guys, I had to stop the video for a second. I had a mosquito coming after me, as they always do whenever I come outside. I just stepped outside. My wife and I went to Captain D's, got the senior citizen meal. It was real good, fish and some unsweet tea. I love sweet tea, but I'm trying to watch my sugar level. I don't want to be diabetic, and I'm trying to lose weight at the same time, so then we went to our local grocery store, Food City, and they have a little segment over there. The store manager knows us pretty good, Mrs. PIB and myself, and let me get out here in the sun. And anyway, he always says that we're there for the scratch and dent sale on the fruits and vegetables. Scratch and dent, get it. I mean, you know, stuff that's on clearance. We're retired. We're on fixed income. We're eating clearanced vegetables and fruit whenever we can. And I got a bunch of peaches. I think there was 4 in a pack for 99 cents, and I got 2 or 3 packs of them. I've already washed them off, and I'm going to eat them. I mean, they're kind of soft, but hey, that's when, to me, that's when they're the best. It's when they're kind of soft. And I love peaches. I love plums. I remember when my folks had a farm and I was growing up to go visit my grandparents in Alabama. My grandparents had a plum tree, and I climbed up that, let me say it like I'm supposed to say it. I climbed up the tree. I climbed up the tree. But I think a lot of folks in California and stuff like that expect you to say clumb. I climbed up the tree. And I was sitting there eating a whole bunch of those plums. And I remember my grandfather coming out there and telling me, he said, Jim, he always called me Jim. He never called me Jimmy, he called me Jim. Jim, said, better be careful eating some of them plums. A whole bunch of them, said you're going to get a stomach ache. Well, guess what? Yep, that's what happened. So I've got 3 of these peaches. Anyway, I'll never forget that. Lesson learned, right? Lessons of life. Lessons learned. So I enjoyed going to visit on that farm. I'm going to get to the root of this, or the video here in just a minute. I'm going to eat these peaches real quick. Like I said, I've already washed them off. Just take me a minute. And I might maybe plant a few peach tree seeds somewhere in one of these pots. I'm not going to tell Miss PIB where we're at, just for giggles. We're always picking at each other. And yep, that's what I'm going to do. Hang in there, and I'll have these done in just a second. I love peaches. Hang on, guys. I just got to show you this. This is absolutely delicious. If you get a chance at your local grocery store, if you have a Food City or whoever you might have in your area, go to the scratch and dent section and get you some peaches. They're very good, just like this. My wife likes everything ripe, but I kind of like it like this, where it's on the verge of getting thrown out. I mean, they're so sweet. Okay, hang in there, guys. I'll get with you in a second. Okay, guys, I got those peaches ate, and man, you talk about good. I hope y'all will run out and go get you some peaches. They're cheaper while they're in season, and to me, they taste better. You know what, guys? Let me tell you something. Oh, by the way, I put the seeds, 1 in each tomato plant. These tomatoes plants they got flowers on them, like they're going to produce a tomato, but I don't know. They started doing tomatoes. We got like 3 or 4 off, and then they just kind of stopped. But I water them, you know, every few days. And anyway, I put the seeds, the peach tree seeds, the peach seeds, one in each container. Whew, took a long time for me to say that, didn't it? I'll tell you what, I'm kind of scouring the woods and stuff here. That's what I was going to tell y'all. There are a lot of black bears running around. A lot of my friends have had them in their backyard, front yard, in the driveway. When you look at Facebook, a lot of people that I know are, you know, there's black bears running around, abundance of them. That and, you know, I've been hearing about shark attacks in Florida, around Panama City. Let me unlock this and open up the doors, okay? In the meantime, I'm looking for snakes. So, if you see me running, don't ask questions, you run too. See you in a bit. Okay guys, to save y'all a bunch of time and not be talking about peaches anymore, I went ahead and opened up the doors and started up. Billy James here started right up. It's a 78 Chevy C10 truck that's been pieced together about like that 66 I have, the 66 C10. If you've been watching my videos for a while, or if you're new to the channel, the name of this truck is Billy James. That one is 84 C10 truck. Its name is Left Turn Bill, LTB for short. Okay, I got this truck here, Billy James, sitting out here, and my plan is, because I have a 1984 Chevy C10 truck that will be coming home soon, when Tim Dixon gets done with it at Gas X Chop Shop. Tim's on Facebook. If you type in Gas X Chop Shop, X is spelled A-X-E, Gas X Chop Shop. And as of this video, I don't have the truck home yet. After it leaves Tim's at Gas X Chop Shop, it's going to GM Tim 38 on YouTube. GM Tim 38. His name is Brian. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. And my buddy, Built on a Budget. Built on a Budget. I really like that guy. He's a good friend of mine. Built on a Budget. And he's working on a 69. It seems like everybody I know is working on some kind of Chevy or GMC truck. And maybe that's why I like them so much. Anyway, I still look at this truck, and sometimes I forget that I have new chrome for it bought. Not chrome, aluminum, but I call everything it's shiny chrome. And it just really set the whole truck up to a different level. Like I said, it's been pieced together. It took 7 trucks to make this one. 7 trucks have donated parts. The bed, the doors, the fenders, the hood, the insides, everything has been donated by other trucks. Wrecked trucks or trucks that were being parted out that were on Facebook. I'd run up there and go buy stuff. Y'all's heard that story before, but if you're new to the channel, when you look at the truck, remember it's took 7 trucks to make this one. I've rattle can painted this truck. I've actually done it twice. Rattle can painted it. I get different notions in my head of how much patina to put on it. And I've done all this myself. Actual scratches. Like I said, the doors are off of another truck too. Now, I've filled in, you know, natural spots where the paint has been chipped, whatever. You know, this is all, it's not made up, it's all real deal stuff. I probably need to sand it down some more, but I get sidetracked easy. Same as the fenders. This makes the 3rd or 4th hood I've had on this truck. I can't seem to make my mind up what I want to do with it. But man, it's a good running old truck. And I don't mean to talk about this all over again, but it's a 350 with a nearly brand new 400 turbo transmission in it. It runs really good. Let me show you. In case you are new to the channel, don't mean to leave you out in the dark. This interior, the carpet, the dash, everything come out of a wrecked truck. Starts right up every time. Show it the key and it starts. Oh, okay. Now I got to get busy. The point of this video is I'm going to take Left Turn Bill out First, I backed this up. I guess you're wondering, well, Jimmy, what'd you do this for? Well, I'm going to put these wheels that I have in the back of this truck. I originally had these wheels. I painted them and everything else. They're 15x7s and 15x8 Corvette style rally wheels. 5-on-5 though. They fit on a C10. They would fit on this truck. I was originally going to put them on my 1980. That's another truck that's not here yet. And it's at GM 1038s. Now you'd be wise, like I always say, to subscribe to GM 1038 and check out Tim Dixon on Facebook if you type in Gas Axe Chop Shop. And my buddy Built on a Budget. Built on a Budget. Okay, these wheels are coming off. And somehow, my buddy Ronnie Tyler in Madisonville, Tennessee, Ronnie Tyler's Racing Accessories. I've got these wheels, American Racing Torque Thrust, just like what's on here. These are 20x10s, 20x8s. This here is the 20x8. And it's, somebody's going to ask me, what size did you get? Well, see if I can find it here. It's here somewhere. It's 245 40-20s. And the back ones are 275 40-20s. I think that's what that says. You can pause it and check for yourself. But they're the same wheels and tires that's on this truck. So I guess you've noticed I've got an abundance of wheels. Yep, I surely do. But I can't get rid of them, the wheels, because whenever I've done that before. Not these. These are just for spare tires. Anyway, in case I get a truck that doesn't have a spare, I can throw one in the back in case I want to go somewhere, which I don't ever go anywhere really, but just in case. Every time I get rid of a set of wheels, you know, new tires, wheels, whatever, that's when I'll run across another Chevy or GMC truck. So if I don't want any more Chevy or GMC trucks, then I better hang on to these wheels, right? That's my reasoning. Anyway, I'm going to take these wheels out, and I'm going to put them in the back of this truck along with these. My plan is to, I'm going to clean this truck up. I've been saying for a couple of years or so that I'm going to put Penetrol on this truck, reapply it, because it's getting kind of thin in some spots. Now, last year I didn't get to play much with trucks. If you've been a long time subscriber, just remember, last year was kind of a tough year for my wife and myself. My wife's mother passed away, my mother-in-law. She had a massive stroke in May of 2023, and she passed away in late October of 2023. So that pretty much knocked me out of the season. I mean, don't think hard of me. I hate she passed away. Her and I were good friends, and she actually liked me. But believe it or not. But anyway, my point is I didn't get to do a whole lot of videos. I'd maybe come out here and start them, and that would be just about it. So my point is, last summer I didn't get to play much with these trucks. I was going to put Penetrol on the truck last year and stuff, you know, but I just never got around to it. And this truck's dusty, just from sitting in the garage and mowing and stuff like that. They get dirty sitting in this garage. It's just no metal building. But boy, I'm so happy to have it. Don't ever think I'm not grateful for everything that I have. The Lord can take it away in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. So, got these old rubber mats. Can't afford concrete, so rubber mats I do. Anyway, that's my whole point. I'm going to take these wheels out, put them in the back of this truck, back this truck back up into the garage, start this one, and bring it to the front yard. I'm going to try to clean up the outside, get it kind of clean, and get it ready for Penetrol. So when I'll have that all done, it'll be dry. Then we can put these wheels and stuff on sometime. I don't know when, sometime. But at least I'll have that done. So let's get busy, okay? Hang in there with me, guys. I'll get all these wheels swapped around. Hang in there, guys. Okay, guys, I did it. I got all those wheels out of here except for this one. This is one I keep in this truck for a spare, you know. And, you know, if I go somewhere else, sometimes I might swap it out. But we really don't go anywhere, my wife and myself. Too much. Anyway, I got them in here. These wheels, as I was saying, these are 15 by 8s, 15 by 7 Corvette style. 5-on-5, you know, truck rallies. I got the little beauty rings and all that stuff that goes with it. I've actually owned these wheels. I've owned these wheels and all this stuff here twice. This makes the second time. These come off my very first video on YouTube that I done years and years ago. I've been doing YouTube for a long time. And my very first video was my 78 Chevy C10 truck that went by the name of Old Dookie. Old Dookie. Everybody said it looked like you know what. And I didn't want my grandkids picking up on it, so I named it Old Dookie because it looked like Old Dookie. But the new owner is really putting a ton of money into that truck, and it's going to be a showpiece, believe it or not. But you can watch my very first video. I just had knee surgery, and I was trying to walk around, and my wife was trying to get me motivated to get up and walk around because it's pretty painful. And she said, won't you start your YouTube channel? So I did. And you can probably hear me. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit timid to talk about very much. And I was kind of hoop hopping around there a little bit. Had crutches and all that stuff after knee surgery. And I was using them a lot. I know y'all didn't want to hear all that. But anyway, this is how I got these wheels again. And people's going to say, well, Jimmy, how do you afford all this stuff? Well, I'll put it to you like this. My wife and I is on limited income, fixed income. So, like I said, we don't go nowhere as much. So we save money by staying home. I enjoy being at home. I'll be honest with you. I like being home. I can play with these old trucks. You know, if you enjoy doing it, it's not working, it's playing, isn't it? And I play with them. I love to play with them. I've already put Penetrol on this truck, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing that one next. But anyway, if you run across a good deal, you know, on a set of wheels and tires for a C10, and that's what you do it. I mean, you try your best to get it. And the guy was real, he gave me a good deal on these wheels and tires. He just bought the tires for it. Of course, these was the wheels that was on it originally on Dookie. And I thought, well, I don't have a set of wheels for the 1980 that's at GM 1038s. It's a factory short bed truck, no motor, no transmission. I mean, it's just, I like stuff that's just kind of junk and build from there. That's what my channel is. All this stuff was junk. And anyway, so I got a good deal on these wheels because he'd bought a real expensive set of wheels for Old Dookie. And it's not named Old Dookie anymore, and it doesn't. No, it's not named Old Dookie anymore. He's going to send me a video when he gets done with the truck. And I don't think you're going to be able to recognize Old Dookie. Anyway, because I didn't. He sent me some pictures. Anyway, I'm waiting for the video when he works all the time, and when he gets done, you know, when he gets done with the truck, he promised me he'd send me a video. Anyway, so I got these wheels and tires. And the next time I run across a C10 or a GMC truck, you know, I'll already have a set of wheels because, like I said, I'm on fixed income. You know, stuff like this, when you need it, you need it. If you need it, all the tires are flat or whatever. I mean, if you need a set of wheels and tires just to even make it a roller, you've got it, right? Yep, you've got it. So that's what I'm doing with these. So before anybody starts hollering, hey, where'd you get all this money? Well, I don't have no money. I'm telling you guys. And don't forget, those wheels there come from Ronnie Tyler, Ronnie's Racing Accessories in Madisonville, Tennessee. If you look in the description, I'll leave his phone number, you know, way to get a hold of him. And if you buy a set of wheels and tires from him and Josh are good folks. They're my kind of people. They're good folks. And I would suggest that you You know, if you're in the area or going to a lot of shows, you know, car shows, truck shows, tell him you're coming, what kind of set of wheels you want for your ride. Tell him what kind of ride you have, and he'll make sure that what you have will fit, you know, tire-wise and everything, and width. So they're real knowledgeable. That's what they do. So, I mean, yep. I suggest giving them a call, and if you do get a hold of them, tell them you heard about them from Jimmy on Primer Is Best. I sure would appreciate it. I pay the same amount of money for my wheels as you will yours. I'm not getting no discounts. I'm not getting nothing. What you pay is exactly what I paid, and they're the cheapest around. So I would suggest, if you're in the area or nearby state, if you want to make a little nice drive to Madisonville, Tennessee, that's in East Tennessee, I think you will enjoy the countryside, and I know that you will enjoy talking to Ronnie and Josh. Josh is Ronnie's son, and like I said, I don't hang around folks that ain't good folks. So let me put this up. I've talked long enough about these wheels. Need to get started on left turn build here. Give it a crank. Hang in there, guys. I'm gonna back this up so I don't wreck. Okay, I got in left turn build. I'm trying to save y'all a lot of time, and let's give it a crank. Come on, buddy. Come on, left turn. It's been a while, guys. It's trying. Well, I'll roll the window up for just a minute, but I gotta tell you, it's hot in this metal building. Let this warm up for just a minute. Yeah, let it warm up for just a minute. It's been a long time since I've started it, and I don't know how much I'm gonna get done today. I looked at the clock and it's getting late in the evening. I guess I've talked too much and waited too long. We had to run a bunch of errands today, and I thought it was 1:30, but it's actually a whole lot later than 1:30. It's getting late, and I'm going to see if I can kind of clean this up just a little bit. I don't think it's too dirty. It doesn't look too dirty, but I want to make sure, and I put Penetrol on it, it's nice and clean. And I always try to clean them up right before winter for sure. You know, vacuum everything out. There's my glue traps. You know, clean them up, and you know, for winter. And I don't know, guys, sometimes I just get overwhelmed. Sometimes I just don't feel like fooling with a truck, you know, one particular day or another. Maybe I'm sore or whatever. So I think I got it in reverse. Yep. Yeah, I need to make sure before I disengage the clutch that I'm looking for waspers too. Let's let it sit right here and run for just a moment. It's a 350 with a 4-speed transmission. Oh. There's the insides if you've never seen it before. This is all pieced together too. All this seat and all this stuff from a junkyard truck that I got at K&K Salvage in Madisonville, Tennessee. And I've rattle can painted this truck too. Two-toned it. It was all sand colored. Guys, let me shut these doors, and no, I better keep them open. I'll be bringing it back in here. What am I thinking? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get to the front yard, okay? Okay, guys, I might not get too much done today. I think I'm gonna take it around the block a time or two just because I haven't drove it in a long time. No, wait a minute. I got that rock. Never mind. Let me back this thing up. See what I mean? When you get old, you get to, like me, you get to where you can't remember nothing. I keep a rock under my hood so I can disconnect the batteries. And sometimes I get so used to looking at it like this that I think the hood is closed. But since I got the hood up, it's a 350. Got a little small cam in it that GM Tim 38 on YouTube. Him and his dad put this motor in. freshened it up for me, put a cam and oil pump, everything all in it. I mean, this is a good little old motor. Still got the jack. And like it was a 3-speed on the column truck, 6-cylinder 3-speed. It's now 350 4-speed. Let me shut this hood. There we go. And I'll put this rock in the back. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. Some days I'm... Huh? I was going to go around the block in it, but... You want to go around the block?
But what happened?
I forgot I had the hood, the rock under the hood. That's my wife, Mrs. PIB. Want to go around the block, or are you doing something else?
No, I'm done.
You're done? We'll get in.
You want me to drive? You're driving.
You can drive if you want. I'll just go around the block. I was going to pull it in straight so I could jump in. It's in reverse, though.
Here's this thing. It's called a phone.
It's called a phone? What am I doing with it?
I was using it.
Well, what'd you bring it out here for?
I was using it on the porch.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you was on the porch.
I called Verizon and got a $12 loyalty customer discount.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
I've been with them for 23 years.
23 years. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
So it doesn't hurt to call places and try to get a discount.
Yep. Okay, don't forget your seatbelt. And remember, it's in reverse, 4-speed.
First?
Yep, first, second, third, fourth.
Okay.
Guys, I don't know why she's acting this way. We eat the same food, and I'm suspecting that's why it's
Okay.
When I met her, she drove a 5-speed all the time. Seatbelt.
It was a Celica.
Yeah. Yeah, better put your seatbelt on first. Toyota. Take your time. Just go around the block and come back.
We like Toyota.
Yeah, we do. They're good vehicles. This is kind of nice because I don't ever get to see it. And that's why I don't want her driving. I hope she don't drive fast. There's a bunch of kids up there. I'm always nervous about hitting a child. Anyway, when I met my wife, Mrs. PIB, she was driving a Toyota Celica 5-speed. She's always a hot rod kind of girl, and every time before we were married, you know, we'd talk to each other on the phone in the evenings when we got off of work, and she was always telling me she'd like to race people from red light to red light. And she'd say, you know, well, I won or I lost. You know, she'd tell me what kind of car or truck she raced from red light to red light. Now, I'm just opposite. I don't want to race. I don't want to have any insurance problems. Oh, my hand's dirty from moving them tires. But, you know, I'm just not like that. I just drive what I call normal, what a normal person would do. So, anyway, she's more hot roddy than I am. And, you know, but she's a good driver and everything, but she'll be over here in a minute, I guess. Oh, she's at the stop sign. It's not a bad looking old truck, is it, for a rattle can paint job? Just move the truck up gently. That's good. Huh? Yeah, you're real funny. No more driving for you. No more driving for you.
I love this truck.
I love this truck. Yeah, I guess so. Put that emergency brake on, would you? Just in case.
Oh my.
Yeah, you's peeling it up through there. I hope you're happy.
I know you would have never.
No, I would have never done that. That's what I was telling them in the video. I would have never done that.
And that's probably the only time it will ever get done.
No, if GM Tim gets it over at his garage again, he'll be doing the same thing. So, but the old truck does run good, don't it?
Yeah.
For an old Chevy truck. Yep. Okay, I'm going to start get my stuff, maybe kind of clean it up a little bit and get ready to put some Penetrol on it. So hang in there with me, guys, and I hope you're enjoying the video. Okay?
I am.
Say it again.
I am.
I knew. Yeah, she's enjoying it. See y'all in just a bit. Hang in there, okay? Okay, guys, a lot has happened since I've resumed the video here. It is getting late today. My wife has already went in to get a shower, and I'm going to be right behind her. These mosquitoes here in East Tennessee are big, and they're hungry, and they're wanting to eat, or whatever they bite, whatever. Anyway, I got this, let's see, I had to leave in this truck and go put some air in the tire. I noticed the tire was pretty low, and sure enough it was, and I've filled up all the tires with air. You know, in the wintertime, sometimes if it sits, it loses a little bit of air. That's common. Hot, cold, hot, cold. And run into an acquaintance of mine, and he was talking about Left Turn Bill here, and you know, I was talking to him. We just sharing information and this, that, and the other. He has a car lot, and I'll just tell you what he was telling me. He has a little, you know, car lot that he sells cars and trucks, you know, used ones, not nothing new, used. And I seen on his back lot driving by there whenever we come to town, I'd see a little square body sitting back there in the back, way back in the back. And I told him, he said, did you know I moved over there to this particular spot and have got my car lot set up there? And I said, no. I said, but I did see that square body in the back, way back in the back. And, you know, I was asking him if it's a long bed or short bed, and he said it's a long bed. He said it's a 3-speed on the column, V8. But he said it needs some carburetor work, needs rebuilt or whatever. And I said, well, this truck here was a 6-cylinder 3-speed on the column. And he was saying, you know, it's kind of hard to find 3-speed on the column. He said most people put them in the floor, you know, or they came from the factory 3-speed in the floor. And I said, well, this one was 3-speed on the column. But I said, you know, I guess Mr. and Mrs. Left Turn Bill, you know, put it 3-speed on the floor, maybe because of linkage issues. I'd love to still have it on the column, but this is the way I got the truck. When I got the truck, it's a 6-cylinder, 3-speed on the floor. Now it's a 350 with a 4-speed. And you might have seen my wife tearing up the street in this thing, you know, and check what came out. A toothpick. A toothpick. When I got this truck, and even GM 1038, you know, Brian, I hope that y'all will subscribe to his channel, Built on a Budget, and Tim Dixon on Facebook, Gas Axe Chop Shop. Anyway, this truck was covered in toothpicks. I bet I got 70 out of here, more or less. Maybe more than that, you know. Anyway, Brian took a lot of toothpicks out of here. I reckon when Mr. and Mrs. Left Turn Bill went to go eat, they grabbed a toothpick, and when they got done, they just threw it down. You know, they're everywhere. And when Mrs. PIB come back, I noticed that toothpick, and I thought, well, Left Turn Bill, he's still showing his presence, isn't he? Anyway, I'm going to get that up here in just a minute. I just want to show you that part of the video, that Left Turn Bill is Left Turn Bill. I never met them in person. I'll say that again. This truck was auctioned off at an auction, and I wound up with it. And like I said before, I honestly don't think anybody would have ever fixed it to the condition it's in right now. The seat was watered out. I mean, it was plumb in the floor. And you might see pictures of it where you see a seat in it, but that's a seat Brian put in here just so he could drive it. I mean, the seat was just plumb. There wasn't no cushion left. And how they were driving it, I have no clue. But they bought it brand new in 1984. And, you know, when the 6-cylinder got wore out, they'd go to the Chevrolet dealership and they'd have them put another one in. So I think it's had 2 or 3 6-cylinders during its lifetime. And then the truck was stolen. and it was gone for a long time. And they got it back, and of course they passed away, and they auctioned off all their cattle, their big farm they had. And you know, I was told that they were millionaires, and why they kept this old truck, I have no clue, but I'm glad I have it. I'm the second owner of it. So I just want to show you the toothpick just for, you know, reminiscing purposes, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. I got the truck kind of cleaned up just a little, real quick. I got the dust and everything off of it. I still got to do a little in the bed, but I'm just going to sweep it out or whatever. I like all this stuff, all these scratches and stuff. I've painted the whole bed, and I put all these scratches in here. Y'all's going to say, well, Jimmy, what'd you do that for? Well, I like patina style. I like all this. Like I said, I've painted this whole truck rattle can painting, and I don't use Bondo or nothing, which, you know, that's your own preference. But this old truck, I don't use Bondo. What you get is what you get. What you see is what you see. You know, it's had this metal all the way. Dang, mosquitoes will not leave me alone. From here to here, you know, metal's been put in, cab corners. All this stuff was done at Gas Axe Chop Shop in 10 Mile, Tennessee with Mr. Tim Dixon. And like I said, I've rattle can painted it, and I've sand color, that's the original color, sand color, or close enough to it. I decided it needed something to kind of break it up, so I two-toned it white, put a white top on it, white bottom, put this trim on it, which it did not come with when it was born. This trim here, this is a custom deluxe. It was the cheapo model, guys, cheapo model. Had a radio, a 6-cylinder engine, some wipers, and a 3-speed on the column. That's all you got. You know, well, a heater. That's it. I mean, that's and they drove this truck, and them being millionaires, why you would not trade it in and get something with air or automatic or something, I have no clue. But maybe that's why they're millionaires and I'm not. I'm dumping money in stuff like this instead of whatever. Anyway, my buddy was saying about, I got sidetracked, didn't I? Squirrel. That means I got off conversation. But he was saying that his truck is a long bed, V8 3-speed on the column, like this one was a 3-speed on the column. And he said he went to the auction the other day to look at some cars and trucks running through, and he said there was a square body, as a 4-wheel drive long bed square body Chevy truck that was LS swapped, and he said it's a pretty decent old truck, and he said it went for $15,000. And he said if I LS swap this one, he said it'd be worth a lot more money. He said it's already worth money already, of course, but he said it'd be worth a lot more money. But this thing runs so good, I'm not going to LS anything. I'd have to buy an LS motor for one thing and hope that it's good, and then get somebody to do all the wiring and all that other stuff, you know. Now, if one just fell in my lap or something like that 1980 truck I have, you know, I might consider it, but I don't have no LS engines or any hopes of ever getting one. But anyway, he was bragging on the truck. He said if I had the truck, said I'd put my car lot dealership on the side of the door, and he said I never would paint it. Said don't paint the truck. And I said, buddy, I said I've already painted this truck. I said I've rattle can painted it, put my own patina on it, you know, my own scratches and, you know, boo-boos, as I like to say. Boo-boos. Here, there, everywhere. I mean, this is real, of course. But, you know, where the keys would rub, you know, a little bit down through here. Just trying to make it look authentic, and it actually fooled him, because he thought it was original paint, which kind of, you know, inside of me, I was kind of smiling, thinking, well, Jimmy didn't do too bad. You know, I done this several years ago, and you know, I like to think I'm getting a little bit better with time, but doing it more and more. This spot here, you know, if you was going to two-tone a truck, it'd be all this color, and then you'd put the white on secondary. So I scrubbed all this where it looks like your finger, you know, when you're putting gas in, you know, rub down to the original paint where your keys rub. This everything. Anyway, the old truck's come a long way. Man, this old truck runs good. I really like this old truck. I owe a big old thanks to Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop for doing all the metal work and stuff on this truck. And my buddy's GM1038 on YouTube, him and his dad Charlie put the motor in, and the transmission. You know, I had a 4-speed. It's a Saginaw 4-speed. You know, nothing special. The motor's got a little cam, but I mean it's nothing special. It's just a 350. And you know, I bought got bumper guards put on it. You know, new air deflector. I wish I'd have got the 4-wheel drive one that sits down lower, but it is what it is. Got me an old farm tag, Ford International harvester, like Left Turn Bill might have had for it if he had you know, bought a lot of tractor equipment and stuff. Painted the grill, put the bow tie on it, didn't have any of that. And I'm just looking at, bought new markers, put these on it, didn't have this fender well chrome. Of course, I done told you didn't have none of this. Fixed the mirrors, you know, they's broke. And you know, put the seat in from the junkyard and put carpet in it. You know, I painted all the floorboards, put the carpet in, and you know, it's just been it's been a lot of fun. But at the same time, when you getting metal work done and putting motors and transmissions and stuff like that, and guys, it gets expensive. It really does. But you know, I got this sport bumper. It had no big old step-up bumper that was all bent. You know, I guess where they'd backed in and stuff. I mean, it's all bent up pretty bad. So got that put on there. I think it makes it look a whole lot sportier. I really like these bumpers. Of course, time you buy the brackets and the license plate holder and the bolts and all that stuff, it's really, you're talking, I don't know, $600-700 just to get that look. You know, new tail lights, put new headlights in it. You know, new dual exhaust that Tim Dixon done for me. Tires and wheels. This old truck's come a long way, and people probably think, well, you know, it's probably a $3,000 truck if it's full of gas. But oh gosh, I passed that point years and years and years ago. I mean, this, you know. Anyway, I'm just proud of the old truck, I guess you can tell. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to be putting a Penetrol on this truck. And, you know, I wanting to show you, maybe you can see, I mean, it's still got a shine, but it's starting to kind of fade in spots. And I'm trying to get done playing with this one. I mean, I've had this Penetrol on here probably 2-3 years, I guess. I'm just guessing. I've had a lot of trucks since then. And you know, normally when I get a new truck, it's kind of like the 66 or the 80 that'd be here, or Moon Pie or something, you know. A lot of times, you know, it's kind of like a new girlfriend. You can't wait to see her, you can't wait to do stuff with her, and then 2 weeks later, you know how it is, or how I used to be when I was real young, especially, you know, kind of like a new girlfriend. But I mean, it's still got some shine, but I don't think it'll take me too long. See, that's kind of faded. But anyway, I was just trying to make it look the best I can before the other trucks get back here to this house. And you know, I can say, well, I've done all I can do for this one for now. So anyway, guys, I've talked long enough, and I'm sorry the video's so long. I was going as fast as I could to try to clean it up. I got to go put it back up in the garage in the back, and hopefully tomorrow, if I have a little bit of time, whatever, I might bring it back out to the front and put Penetrol on it, and let it go, take it back to the garage and let it dry for 24-48 hours. If you've never seen that before, subscribe to the channel. Primer is best, and I'll show you what I'm doing. It's not rocket science. It's just being patient and watching for runs or drips or whatever. But y'all have a blessed day. I thank you for watching this little video and listening to an old man talk about, once again, a 1984 Chevy C10 truck, Left Turn Bill. And if you are new to the channel, they call him Left Turn Bill because he always run with the left turn signal on. Even when he wasn't turning, he was running with the left turn signal on. I don't know why. But anyway, people were scared to pass him because they didn't know if he's really going to turn or not. And I reckon he thought it was a joke. So he does always have that left turn signal on. I don't know. There's some funny folks around here in East Tennessee. And anyway, y'all have a blessed day. The Lord is good. The Lord is great. I'm so happy to be alive. Please pray for others and help someone if you can. Little things mean a lot. Sometimes little words that you say mean a lot to somebody. I still remember, little words people have told me in the past. Of course, I'm the last one left of my family. My younger brother and sister, who were much younger than me, they've all passed away already, and my mom and dad, of course, my grandparents and all. And I still remember conversations that we had. Hey Jimmy, I love you. Or I remember my dad told me one time. I remember my dad told me one time when I was raising my son by myself, and he told me I was working 10, 12 hours a day. I'd get up at 2:30 in the morning and I'd work till 3, go get my son, and cause he lived with me, and feed him supper, wash his clothes, help him with homework, and try to find a few minutes during the afternoon if I could to play ball with him, throw a ball. He liked playing baseball, and we'd throw a baseball, out in the yard. We'd toss it back and forth to each other. Take him to ball games on the weekends, batting practice, whatever he was in, I was right there. And I remember my dad told me one time, talking about words. I don't know why this come up in my head just talking to y'all, but my dad told me, he said, Jimmy, said, you're a better dad than what I was to you. And boy, that made me feel so good, because I thought my dad was pretty good to me. But my dad traveled all the time. My dad was a traveled fixing. My dad is a lot smarter than me, and of course, and he fixed machinery, plastic molding machines and stuff, and he traveled all over the United States fixing molding machines. He was really smart, so he wasn't home much. I'd get to see him maybe on the weekends, maybe, but he'd stay gone, 4, 5, 6, 7 days at a time, So my mom kind of raised me, and I don't know how I got started on this, guys, but my point is, little words sometimes mean a lot. Tell somebody they look nice. Tell somebody, I hope you have a good day or have a blessed day, whatever. Sometimes little words and phrases mean a lot. I don't know why that come rushing in my head when I told y'all that, and I apologize for getting maybe a little bit emotional, but like I said, I'm the last one left. So all I have now is memories. Enjoy your parents if you still have them, or grandparents, whatever. Listen to their stories and all that. Anyway, I'm going to hush. Y'all have a blessed day. The Lord is good. The Lord is great. And we're all going to meet again, aren't we? Yes, we're all going to meet again. Thanks to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, who's washed us clean from sin. And we have to do better. We have to do our part. I'm still working on myself daily. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm going to put this truck up, go get a good shower, and smell good again. I'll catch y'all in the next one, guys. Please like and subscribe to Primitive Best. I'm on Facebook, Primitive Best, Instagram, Primitive Best. Got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Y'all have a blessed day today. I look forward to hearing from you again. I hope I'll see y'all again. Stay safe. God bless. See you later.